I haven't streamed here ever. And I think that I even forgot how to speak English. We've established that on Twitch earlier. But I felt called to start streaming more often on Twitch and on YouTube, and so here I am. I'm scared but not as scared. I hope you hear me well. I'm scared but not as scared as I was when I got back to Twitch after a 2-year break. That's when I was scared. I was like frozen by fear. Is this how you say it? Frozen by fear? And here I am. And on Twitch earlier, we were discussing with my viewers that I was saying that within these 2 years, while I was not showing up here on this channel and while I was not streaming on Twitch because I quit because I decided that Twitch is not for me and I'm never coming back. I was saying that during this time, I was streaming on Instagram from time to time, and I was streaming in my group on VK, Russian, I don't know, Russian Facebook version, Russian version of Facebook, I would say. Although they would probably disagree with me, but it looks a lot like Facebook. Well, maybe Facebook is an American version of VK. Who knows? That's not true. Anyway, and it was not scary. And so, yeah, this is what we were talking about. I'm giving you a short version of our discussion that we had on Twitch, where I was saying that it's not scary to stream anywhere except Twitch. Well, for me at least, because on Twitch, your value as a streamer depends a lot. It's not true, but this is how I felt. That your value depends a lot on how many people watch your stream online. Exactly as you stream. And this is why I used to stream on Twitch and feel like a failure. And it's never the case even on YouTube, because even if no one watches you live, you can actually still say something valuable and save your stream, and people will find it and people will watch it and people will get useful content. And on Twitch, VODs are not actually searchable, I think. I don't think they are. Are they? Do they? Are they? And so, but yeah, I forgot how to speak English. I have my podcast in English, that, where I speak English. It used to be called Joyous to Be, just like this channel. But then I changed the name to Conversations Inspired by Books. And I'm thinking about changing it again. But I don't know yet how it will be called. But so, a few days ago, no, a few weeks ago, I think, I had this desire to get back to Twitch. And I was shocked because I thought that I'm never coming back. But during these 2 years, is this even correct grammar? During these 2 years, a lot changed. I changed a lot, I would say, because if before that I just saw myself as a streamer and as a bad streamer because I didn't have a lot of viewers. Ever since I quit streaming on Twitch, I started my podcast, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and I have 5 now. I have 5 podcasts. What was in this mug? That doesn't look good. I'm not gonna drink that. No. Well, that's too bad because I like that tea, but I think the mug was dirty or something. Anyway, I have more tea in my backpack. I'm just feeding the cat of my husband's parents while they're on vacation. And I decided that, like, I will take the payment for this suffering, at least by recording videos in this space because they have a beautiful apartment. Gee, where is the tea? Oh, maybe I don't have it. Or do I? I need to check. And so here I am. So, while I was not streaming on Twitch, I started a bunch of podcasts. I have 5 now. And I started life coaching. And then I started doing tarot readings. I need to wash the mug. And then I started channeling. And so, yeah, I'm a channeler. I'm a life coach. I am, well, I'm a content creator. I'm a writer. I wrote a bunch of books that I didn't publish yet, haven't published yet. I'm going to. And so, and then like a few weeks ago, I wrote a post about this on my blog, in my blog. I'll put the link in the, it's not the show notes, what's it called? In the description box. And so a few weeks ago, I woke up with this idea that it would be nice to come back to streaming on Twitch. And I was shocked because I was like, I never thought I would come back to Twitch. But I'm a life coach, you know? I teach people to follow their inspiration. And so I sat on this fear, on this idea with this fear, right? For more than a week. And then I realized that I'm just scared shitless of this idea of coming back to Twitch. And I decided to try anyway. So I started a live stream. I asked my sister to help me. Some of you know her, Lisa, Fox Happiness on Twitch. I asked her to help me and she was in chat and she was talking to me so I could at least have someone to talk to. I was very nervous and very scared. Here's the cat. I'll show you the cat. Can I show you the cat? That's the cat. Стива! Стива! Ай, какой колёсый котик! Ай, бодички! I decided that he speaks Russian. Like, if I would speak English to him, he would probably not understand me. He probably doesn't give a shit. He says meow. He thinks meow. And so, and I decided to start streaming again. And on stream I said that I don't know why I'm streaming. I don't know if I'm ever gonna like if it's gonna be one-time thing or not. I said that like if I decide to, like if I stream now and I decide that no, that's not a good idea, then it will be like my first and the last stream. Or maybe I will feel like, hey, I like it and I will get back to Twitch. Or maybe I will feel like I didn't understand, like I need to try one more time. And so, and I liked it and I enjoyed it. But then it, you know, a lot of fears came up again that I used to think that I worked through, but actually they were just on hold because I was not streaming on Twitch. And I wrote more about this. Like, this is not the conversation I wanted to have with you today. It's just that, like, I need to start with something because I haven't been here for... I'm trying to hide this filter, actually. I need to, like, it's pretty. Why would I hide it? I need to add water. Hold on. I'll be in a few seconds. I'll be back in a few seconds. And so if you want to read my whole story about what came up for me after I streamed, and all the fears and all the doubts and what conclusion I made from this, read my post on WordPress, on my blog. But after that, like a very long story short, I decided to, I said short, 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 short. Long story short, I forgot how to speak English. I mean, I'm remembering. I decided that I want to stream everywhere, actually. I just love talking to people. I just love talking to myself. I love rewatching my own streams. I had a few recordings and I was rewatching them while I was not streaming. And I, again, like I knew that already, but I again realized that I am my favorite streamer. I'm ready to watch my streams like over and over again. I think I'm cool. I'm fun, I'm hilarious, I laugh at my own jokes, which is the most important thing. Like when you tell jokes, if no one else laughs but you laugh at your own jokes, like you're perfectly fine. They don't have to get you for you to enjoy yourself. Write that down. I'm still looking for a tea bag. I have it. I thought I have it in my backpack because my husband's parents don't have delicious tea. They have only not delicious tea, and I want delicious tea. But I don't know where it is. I thought I had it and I don't. I will have to drink not delicious tea. At least I have chocolate. And so anyway, I decided that I want to stream everywhere. Not only Twitch, but also YouTube. I have 2 YouTube channels, one in Russian, one in English. I have 5 podcasts. I have a lot of places where I could talk a lot to myself and to people when they show up. And so I decided to do that. And actually, to be honest, I like on stream the other day we were talking about, I was saying that it's not scary to start streaming anywhere, like as much as I feel scared to start streaming on Twitch. That was not proper grammar, probably. And to tell you the truth, it's not really true because I was scared to start streaming on YouTube. First of all, because it's my first time and I don't know shit about YouTube, like about streaming on YouTube. And second of all, it's because there are people that I don't know that may show up, and that's the thing I was scared of, I think, because like I feel that my Instagram page is my space, is my like personal space, my personal space where I am free to ban whoever I want. I mean, I know that I'm free to ban whoever I want here too, but you know, on Twitch and on YouTube, there are a lot of people who just, I don't know. There are a lot of toxic people on Twitch. I need to stop focusing on them because I will attract them. I do that every time. Every time I focus on them, I attract them. But so, what I wanted to talk to you about today, and like if you used to watch my streams on Twitch, I'm back to Twitch. I didn't change any info yet because I've been busy with this cat. We need to feed him twice a day. It's crazy, it's ridiculous. And why did I get myself into it? I don't know, because I didn't know how to say no to my husband's parents. Like, I'm a coach on personal boundaries too, and like, I didn't know how to say no. I need to figure this shit out. Because, you know, there's still this good girl complex, I think. Because I knew I won't enjoy the process. They're on vacation for like more than a week, and I knew that it's gonna be torture for me. But I thought that if not me, then my husband will have to do this alone, and I didn't want him to do this alone. I decided to help him. But they need to figure something out because like this cat is high maintenance. Twice a day, like basically that's all I do. I don't record podcasts. I don't like, well, I'm live streaming now. But yeah. Anyway, I can whine on and on and on about this. I need tea. And so, why did I start talking about this cat again? Oh, because I was saying that I didn't change my bio. I didn't change, like, I didn't add any info to my to my Twitch channel, because Twitch doesn't allow to do this from the phone. You actually need to do that on your PC. And I don't think I started. I mean, I don't think I turn on my PC. How do I say it? I haven't turned on my PC, right? This is how you say it. For a week, maybe. I will change my info. But I'm back to Twitch. I don't know, like, I don't have any schedule. I feel like schedule is a limiting thing for me, at least, because, like, then it starts feeling like a must and a should instead of an inspired idea. And this is why I don't have a schedule. Maybe I will then be inspired to a schedule, and then I will let you know. But yeah, I'm back to Twitch. My name on Twitch is Dasha Talks. Everything I do in Russian is under the name of Dasha Talks. And it was a torture for me to come up with a good name that would stick in English. And I decided that it's supposed, like, it's not supposed to be, it will be Dasha Thinks, and that's all. And we will have to deal with this, because it was Joyous to Be, it was Dasha Shares, it was, what else? It was many things. Like, it doesn't stick. I don't feel like it, you know. And so, what I wanted to talk to you about today is how to not settle. And this is a really cool thing that I think I'm in the process of learning, because I know in theory how it works, but in practice. And I have two stories to tell you, two examples. Why we need not to settle. I mean, it's obvious probably, but I will still share with you that it's when we want to make our life better in some areas, in every area where we want to make our life better, we gotta raise our standards, you know, and like a lot of coaches talk about this, I know. And this is where I took this idea from, and I'm grateful. It's just that, like, there are areas where life is going well, where everything is okay, or more or less okay, or at least better than in other areas, right? And it's because we have higher standards there. And what do I want to say about this? I need to sit down and calm down, because I'm very easily distracted. Like, right now, I'm looking at the background. Like, it seems like this thing is exactly made for my head. It's cool. Anyway, and so, like, in the areas where life is going well, in the areas that work better than others, we all just have higher standards. And in the areas where we want to make our lives better, we gotta raise them, because, like, it's usually unconscious, subconscious, like, we don't pay attention to this. And the first really big area where I managed to raise my standards and stop settling for less than what I want, that gave me awesome results, is my love life. Because I think you all know my story, and if you don't, I have two videos on this channel. My love story, I think they're called. I will put the links in the description box. So, like, because it's a long story where I shared, and I think there was a conversation about not settling, but, like, I will make it shorter than there, and if you want to listen to the whole story, go watch those videos. But the thing is that I was in an abusive relationship, I was codependent, every romantic relationship I had was worse than the previous one, and at some point I realized that I don't want to be in a relationship I know how to build, and that I need to build, like, I need to learn to build something better, and I don't know how. And this is when I think, like, this is when I first started listening to coaches. It was a teacher, a Russian teacher, like the first coach I listened to. He was Russian. I now I'll have outgrown his teachings in many ways, because he's teaching about the masculine and feminine energy, but like very old fashioned, that like, and very, what's it called, patriarchal, Jesus, patriarchy based. And so, like, there are many things that I don't agree with, but no, I mean, now, no was Russian part of me trying to help my English speaking part of me. And so, but he helped me back then to at least accept that I'm a woman and that I can relax, because I was raised in a family where I was like hardworking, disciplined to a degree, but a lot more than I am now. I mean, it depends, because I was taught to be disciplined in the areas that I didn't like, and now I am very disciplined sometimes in the areas that I enjoy in my life. And I don't do things that I don't enjoy, except feeding this freaking cat, because I don't freaking enjoy it. I don't mind the cat, he's cute, but like, anyway. And so then again, I was going to make this long story short, but I taught myself through a lot of inner work, through learning how to love myself. I learned to not settle. And basically what I would recommend, if you're like wanting your love life to change, to find a romantic partner that you dream about, I would recommend to you, this is what I did. Take every past relationship that you had and write down 2 columns. In one, write down everything you enjoyed about this relationship and this person. And in the second column, write everything you didn't enjoy. Write down everything you didn't enjoy about this relationship and that person. And so, this first column where you wrote down everything that you enjoyed, take it and use it as like, this is something good that you already are able to manifest in your life. This is your standards. These are your standards. And like, give yourself a hug for that, because like, this is what you're already good at. This is already your standard, your norm. And then the second column will probably you will probably need to do some healing work, forgiving work. Practices on forgiveness. And then you rewrite them, and like based on them you write down in the second column like what you want instead. Like, if that's something you didn't like, I just realized I probably am mirrored. I am mirrored. How do I make myself not mirrored? Do you know? Do we know how to do this? No? No. There are filters. But I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I need to figure this out. Because I'm showing you like the columns in the order and you probably see them backwards, which doesn't really matter, but like I just remembered about this, about the mirrored, not mirrored camera. Mirrored / not mirrored camera. And like based on what you didn't like in this person, in your previous partner, and I mean the qualities, and like what you didn't like about that relationship, in that relationship, how you were treated in that relationship, you use it as like, this is what I don't want anymore. And based on that, you change, like you change it to what you would prefer instead. And you do that with every relationship you had, romantic or not. Like if you had a lot of romantic relationships before, like I did, and they all were serious, every one of them was a serious relationship, and so I had a lot of things to work on, right? But you could also take your relationship with your parents, with your best friends, and also write down like what you agree, like what you want, what you liked and what you didn't like. And then, like after you do this with every relationship, you have a long list of like rules. I would say it's not even rules, it's like your standards. And then what you do when you meet other people, you don't agree to get into a relationship with anybody who is not like all of this. And I mean it, because we sometimes settle for some weird shit. And no, you're not asking for too much when you make all those things your norm, and you not settle for less. And this is what I did. And the very important part of this exercise is that you need to come to terms with the fact that you deserve this treatment, like this a person who will be all those things, you know, right now. You don't need to change yourself for that. You don't need to do anything to deserve that. You already are worthy of the relationship you dream about. And there are some practices, I guess, how to do that, how to integrate that understanding into your system. But I would say I liked how Genevieve Rackham described it, that like when you work on your desires and this worthiness issue comes up, and then you work through it, and then you want something else, and then this worthiness issue comes up, and you work through this, and then you want something else, and this worthiness issue comes up again. At some point you just have to realize that that you're just worthy of everything you want, and it's not up to discussion, for discussion. Like you just are, and that's it. And this is what I did, this is what helped me to solve this issue with worthiness. Is I just started telling myself that I am worthy, and it's like it's not up to up for discussion, how do I say it? I don't know, but you get what I mean. So, and when I wasn't even dating after that. I was just doing my thing. But like this is a whole other story. I would say that if you want to manifest your partner, the law of manifestation says that you just need to feel like you already are in a relationship of your dreams. And how would you feel? And you just need to feel those feelings and act from that point. And when you act from that point, you don't run around looking for people, and you don't put your profile up on every dating website, because like you already feel that you are in a relationship, and you just attract people into your life. But like again, this is not what I want to talk about, but like this is a very important part of manifesting. But the thing is that I started meeting people after that, and I had that list. I didn't have that list, like I didn't actually go through that list, although you can do this. I just remembered like when somebody would act weirdly and I wouldn't like it, and it would remind me of some previous relationship where some of my exes was acting like that and I didn't enjoy it. I would just either say to that person that, hey, I'm not tolerating that, like I don't want that in my relationship anymore, or I would just decide that this is not my person. And there was a situation once. I think I was talking about this in those videos about my love story. Those two videos, two parts. But I had a crush on a guy, and he was not like, he was avoidant. He would text me and then disappear for like a week, and I had feelings for him, and I decided that he's not what I want, and I don't want to get into a relationship again where, well, first of all, those relationships were in my head only because he was not interested in me. I think I just had a crush on him. And then I started journaling about that. Even though I have a crush on him, he's not what I want in many ways. And so, and then I gave myself like 4 months. I thought that in 4 months my feelings will like come down and I will feel free again. And so I was just using the boost, you know. I was just I was streaming back then. I was creating a lot because like when you're in love, you have a lot of energy that you can channel into something important for you. And that's what I did. And so then after you did this exercise, after you have like clarity, more clarity on what you want in a relationship, the idea is to not settle for less. Like if you have a person, like if you are on a date with a person, or if you even have a crush on a person, or if just there is a person in your space that you like, but you see that like you have 10 points in your thing, in your column now, right? And he has like only 5 of those qualities. It means that you are like, you say thank you to the universe that that it showed you what's available, but you're like, thanks but no thanks, and you just keep going. Like you're not agreeing to this, you know. And you manifest the person of your dreams, and then you meet the person of your dreams. And I met the person of my dreams, and like he's all those things and even more, because I was manifesting. But the second example I wanted to give you, it's not about romance, it's not about love, but it's just this recent thing. A few months ago, I think in the end of January, we had to move from the apartment we were renting because the landlady had some problems with the authorities, and like so we had to move because like there was some money problem, and yeah, we needed to leave, and it was urgent, and I was stressed, and I was not like, even though I don't know, I was going to say even though I knew that I'm worthy of more, but like I was scared. I was in a scarce mentality, and I was scared. Oh, there are birds. So the cat is watching, and there are birds there. And he, for some reason, is not, like, he's just observing, although he could, I think. Yeah, he missed the opportunity. Okay. Well, maybe he didn't want them that bad. I mean, I think it's usually exciting for cats. My mouse would be very thrilled to see birds. Yes, those were birds. Это были птички, и ты их пропустил. He doesn't give a shit. And so I was scared, and when we were looking for the apartment, I was calling people, and I was like, I knew that not a lot of people want cats in their apartment, and we have a cat. And for those of you who know, like, who remember that I had 2 cats, Mumu is not with us anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, she passed 2 years ago, and so we have Mouse now, just Mouse. And so I knew that not a lot of people want cats in their apartment. And also, we didn't have enough money. I mean, we didn't have a lot of money to spend on that apartment. I mean, on renting a new apartment. And so we were very limited in our choices. I mean, I was like, I felt like I knew that we won't find anything good. Like, this was the, I then realized how fucked up it was, and what was expecting to manifest with this program in my mind. But back then I was very scared and stressed, and I remember calling people, and I was like asking, like, no, I was going to say begging, but maybe not begging, but I was just like, we're a good family, we're a married couple with a cat, and our cat is very sweet and she's not vandalizing anything. Is this how you say it in English too? Like, she's not evil, she doesn't ruin furniture, like, we're so good, please take us. And they were like, no animals, thank you for understanding. And so I was very pissed at them all. I hated people. I was like, oh my god, the whole city doesn't like animals. Like, what the fuck is wrong with those people? And I was like settling for less, because I had this program in my mind that, like, we won't find anything good for the price that we're looking for the price that we're ready to spend on renting the apartment. And so we found an apartment, and I went to look at it without glasses. What was I thinking? I don't know. Like, when you manifest crap because of your bad programs, I mean, because of your bad programming, because of your negative programming in your mind, like, this is what comes out of it. What was I thinking? I don't know, because I didn't take my glasses, and I'm like -4. Like, I don't see clearly things. I don't see clearly things that are distant. You know what I mean. I'm still remembering how to speak English. And I liked that apartment. My husband liked that apartment because it's on the 16th floor, and now he's going to see if there were birds. How many minutes passed? And now he's like, okay, now I'm ready. Show me the birds. And there's not a single bird even flying near the windows now. Oh, he's such a silly goose. And so we liked that apartment. My husband liked the view from the apartment. It's a really beautiful view. I will probably post a photo on Instagram for you guys to see. The view is amazing, but that's the only good thing about this apartment, honestly. Because, like, we liked it, and we decided to sign the agreement. And after we signed the agreement and the lady gave us the key, I actually wore glasses that time, and we went to see that apartment, and it was dirty. The furniture was very old. The walls there were very thin. Like, we hear all the neighbors and their TVs, and they are yelling all the time. Like, it's a crappy place, and it fucking has cockroaches. Honestly, before that, and until like a few months ago, I thought they don't exist anymore. I thought they, like, died, all of them. Like, and it's just an extinct animal. I honestly didn't know they, like, true story, I didn't know they existed. I thought they all died when I was like 10 years old. And this apartment has cockroaches, and it's terrible. It's just terrible. And we lived there for 4 months because we were so tired and exhausted from that urgent moving. that we just couldn't do anything. And and there is not a lot of furniture in that apartment, and this is why we still have boxes unpacked, because like there's literally nowhere to pack them. And we were like, fuck this shit, we just want to rest, we want to be left alone. It was very stressful. I don't even blame myself anymore. I mean, I didn't ever blame myself. I was just devastated when I actually saw and started cleaning that apartment. And so a few weeks ago, we decided that we're ready, because it's summer, and summers here are very hot. Like it's 35 degrees for 5 months. It's freaking crazy. And that apartment also doesn't have an air conditioner, which is like, again, shows how crappy it is. And we started thinking about like installing the air conditioner, but like the owner let us know that they have some what's it called, not credit, not loan, debt. They have some debt, and they need the money. So for the next year, we are not allowed to buy anything for this apartment, into this anything for this apartment. And so we started thinking that either we need to buy a mobile air conditioner, the one that like you can move with, and you can take with you, but it has this big pipe that needs to go into the window, and like it's very noisy. And then like we thought maybe we will start looking for an apartment instead. And this time I was like, I am going to be very picky, because we're not in a rush. Nobody's kicking us out of this apartment, and I'm not ready to change one shithole to another shithole. And I also I named my what's it called? What I expect from this apartment, from the new apartment. I said that it's not going to be higher than the 5th floor, because I want to actually see the rain and smell the rain. And because that apartment is on the 16th floor, the windows are like this. Like when I stand there on the balcony, the windows start at my at the chin level, and you can't actually stay on the balcony and enjoy the view, because you just can't, because it's too high, and you don't hear the rain, and you don't smell the rain, and there are not a lot of plants and trees around it. Like it's a crappy place. Good experience though. And so I decided that the apartment that we're looking for is going to be not higher than the 5th floor. There must be a lot of trees around, and a lot of birds, because I want birds singing. I want to hear birds singing when I'm near the windows, and when the windows are open. It needs to have the air conditioner. It needs to not have cockroaches. Like it's a no-no. And I will ask everyone, and I will look into every closet to check. It needs to have a lot of closets, and it needs to have good furniture. Maybe not new, but in a very good condition. And also, I'm not going to even beg and even ask people if cats are allowed. I mean, maybe I will ask, but I will not beg, because we are good people. We're good renters, or how they call it. I don't know. Oh my God, what is he doing? Check him out. Do you see him? He's looking for birds. He's so cute. This is the first time in my life that I see him actually standing near the window. I'm not even sure if he's allowed there. And because I said that we are good people, we pay, we are quiet, we're the quietest neighbors out there, because we don't yell, we don't shout at each other, we don't have kids that we would yell at. I sometimes yell at Mouse, but it's just a few seconds, and then I apologize for an hour. and I try not to do this, we don't fight, we talk. And so, and we had 3 apps with the apartment, and we just set filters with all our requirements, and we were just looking at the apartments that were picked by those filters, you know, that were filtered by those filters. And we found an apartment. It was the first apartment we looked at. It was perfect. It's a little heaven. It has air conditioner. No one lived there except the owners. We will be the first renters. It has air conditioner. It's on the 5th floor. It's like they don't mind cats. They have cats. They love cats. He's sneezing behind the curtain. Okay, let's go pet him. Because cat content. Who doesn't like cats? His character, I mean, he's like, he's a little bit like Mumu. Meh. Meh. Hello. How you doing? What are you doing here? What are you doing? Oh, what? Hold on. What? You're adorable. Do you know that? What? What? Что ты хочешь? Куда ты идешь? Куда ты идешь? Тебя нужно снять? And so we found a really nice apartment. What else? I asked them specifically about cockroaches a bunch of times, and they said no, like for sure, 100%. The whole building doesn't have cockroaches. They said that for all the time they lived there, like it was never an issue ever. What else? They have really nice windows and balcony with normal size windows. It's perfect. And we need to move maybe this weekend, maybe like next week. And again, this is like another example when you just not settle. And you know, I wanted to say something about this. It's like this inner state when you just write down or name things that like that you don't go, oh, my phone is asking for a charger. What was it? Yes, I need to stop talking now because like I can't talk anymore. What was I saying? When you, like it's the inner state. When you decide that I'm not settling for less than that, this is my standard now, and everything that is less than that, it's like I won't agree to this. Doesn't matter if we're talking about a relationship or if we're talking about apartment or your new job or what else, your relationship with clients or your relationship with friends. And when you solve this issue of feeling not worthy of that, then it's like a decision. But it's not like, you know, it doesn't mean that you make this decision once and then you're done forever. No, the fears will still come up, the doubt will still come up. Maybe there will be on occasion moments where you still don't feel worthy. But it's like you keep choosing, you keep reminding yourself that no, I want this and not less than this. And you just bring yourself into this state where like, what if it was already your norm? Why would you settle for less? And how would you feel? And how would you act from that point where you, like if you knew for sure that that's what you're worthy of? And how would you act? How would you react? How would you talk to people? What would you do? Like you constantly bring yourself back to this, maybe with the help of journaling. Maybe if you don't like journaling, but why would you not like journaling? Like everyone needs to have a journal. But yeah, maybe I sometimes use video journals. Like I just record myself talking to myself, like I do right now, but not with the live stream, just a video on my phone. Or maybe a private live stream on a private YouTube channel if you don't want to, to take up space. If you don't want those videos to take up space on your phone. But yeah, you just bring yourself into that state of mind and state of being. And from that place, you take the steps. And from that place, you act. And from that place, you make decisions. You just decide that, like, you want... Basically, I would say you just decide that from now on, you don't want anything less than that. And even if some part of you is scared that you won't get it because it's lack mentality, you heal it too. Because I love how Abraham Hicks says that your perfect mate, a Russian enemy again speaks, the perfect partner, the perfect job, the perfect whatever, for you, that would be everything you're looking for and more, is available for you right now. And those people or those apartments or those job opportunities are like in your space already, but you don't see them when you are focused on, like, I don't have enough, for example, or like it just can't be. And that's why, and they say, the people who are your perfect match, like there are more than one person, more than two, more than 100, more than 10,000, more than 100,000. Like there are plenty of people that will be perfect for you. Or like if we talk about apartments or job opportunities, you know what I mean. Like there are plenty of things that are perfect for you, that are your perfect match, that are everything you dream about and more. And you just don't see them, and like, because you're not vibrating at the same level basically. And how you vibrate on the same level, you put yourself in a position where like you already have it. And how do you feel? You feel secure, you feel safe, you feel worthy, you feel like it's normal for you, you feel like it's for you. And that's it. And like, and from that place, when you feel those feelings, you allow them to be in your body for a while, and you come back to them every time, and you act from those feelings, from feeling that abundant and good enough and worthy and safe. What else do I want to say to you? Oh, I remember the story. Is it okay that it's 53 minutes? I mean, like, won't YouTube shut me down after an hour like Instagram used to do? I don't think Instagram does that anymore, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, actually, I need to charge my phone. I need to find a charger. And so, one more short story that I wanted to tell you about this on the same topic of not settling. And weird programs, weird lack mentality programs that we have sometimes, is that when I just moved to this city, I moved from Tumen to Toliati because my husband lives there and he has a job here, in Toliati. And I work from home. This is why I decided to move in with him. Oh, where's my charger? I went to do, I found a new nail specialist, nail lady. And when I came, when I had an Jesus. When I came to her to do my nails, she asked me where I was from. And I said Tumen, and she asked me, why are you here? And I said that do I have any more places to put my... it doesn't matter, it's okay. I'm already, I'm almost done. Is it gonna charge now? Or do I need to turn it on somewhere? Is it charging? Is it? No. Because I need to do this. Okay. Now it's charging? Yes. Perfect. So, and she asked me why I moved, and I said that I got married. And she said, why was she... Hold on. She said, I'll try to remember what she said in Russian. She said something like, нам тут своих не хватает. Oh, yeah. She said, there are not a lot of good men here in the city. And you came from another city to steal one. Oh, no, to steal them. Or something like that. Something along those lines. Like, there are not a lot of good men in the city. And you are taking, like, the last of them or something like that. And I joked that, like, I don't need all of them. I just came here to marry one. But it was like, what the fuck? It was so weird. And it was just a program that runs through people's brains. And like, when you think like that, when it's your belief that you won't find anybody worthy your time, you won't find anybody. And that's important. Like, this is so important to work on our limiting beliefs and to shift them. But it's a whole other story. Okay, guys, I've been speaking for 57 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. And I've been streaming on YouTube. This is the first time that I actually live stream on YouTube. And I've been speaking for 57 minutes. And I'm very proud of myself. And I also hope that you will have like valuable insights from watching this. And that's all I wanted to share, because honestly I could probably talk for hours and hours and hours because I enjoy it, but like I'm getting tired and I'm getting tongue-tied, and this live stream has to end at some point, so I'm going to end this. And thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for, you know, hanging out with me. And I will be live streaming more from now on. I also want to remind you that I have a podcast in English. I mean, we're an English-speaking podcast, a podcast where I speak English. You know, it's called Conversations Inspired by Books. And also, what else? Also, I have an Instagram account in English that is called Dasha Things. I mean, at instagram.com/Dasha Things. And what else? And Twitch. Come hang out with me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. I sometimes will be streaming there. I will be streaming everywhere. I won't be restreaming. Never was a fan of this idea. It sounds like too much work. And I love, like lately, I love streaming from my phone. And so, but I will be streaming there and here and in other places, but other places are in Russian, and now I'm giving you all the places that are in English, where I hang out. It's Twitch. Twitch is actually my bilingual channel. I speak Russian and English. So if you ever find me on Twitch and I speak Russian, don't be shy and write something in chat and I will switch to English. But this channel is in English, and my Instagram Dasha Things is in English, and my podcast Conversations Inspired by Books too. Okay, that's it. Thank you for coming. I love you all, and see you later, and kisses.